Hi everyone, long time no see. Missed you all, and I'm sure you missed seeing Ben, my ficus plant behind me, who is a frequent guest on this video. Hi Ben. And I wanted today to talk about asking for help. And the question is, are you afraid to ask for it? I am the main abuser of not asking for help. And this has been a topic in my self-inquiry for a long time. And I wanted to talk about this today. Well, it's difficult for me to ask for help. And I got much better in a couple of last years. I have a very brilliant, supportive community, my spiritual friends, my coaching friends, support for my business. So I'm asking for help, but it's still often that I find it difficult to ask for help. So no wonder I'm frequently thinking, reading about why. Because it's not only a recurrent topic in my own life, but it's also a recurrent topic for my clients too. And there are many reasons why it can be difficult for you to ask for help, but one of the most common reasons is this fear of not being seen as, in quotes, perfect, as you want to be. And in my case, I'm afraid that when I ask for help, I'll be seen as not as powerful, not as confident, not as kind or spiritual, whatever, you name it, as I want people to think I am. And taking it one step further, it's not even about people thinking that I'm not as perfect as I am. It's about me being afraid that what if I am really not as perfect as I think I am? So this fear of not being my ideal version of self. And of course, this fear is bonkers because we are as good as we can be. It doesn't mean we don't have, human full abilities. We are all human. But often this fear of asking of help comes from this pridefulness. Pridefulness and a will to be something that we are not. And besides, our ego creates a lot of thought patterns behind this, like, okay, if I ask for help, I will be indebted to somebody, so I will need to give back. Or if I ask for help, they will see my weakness and they will attack, which is not true. The people who you want to ask for help will help you irrespective of who you are, because they love you. So if you ever have trouble asking for help, feeling like imposter when asking for help, just ask yourself several questions. First is, what am I afraid of? Why is it difficult for me to ask for help? And I would recommend to journal the answers and see what's coming up for you. And taking it further, ask yourself, what does it cost me not to ask for help? Because quite often, trying to figure it out on your own costs you a lot. In my case, for example, it costed me a couple of years at work where I wasn't completely happy. I could quit my job earlier, but I was not willing to ask for help or advice what to do with that. So, ask yourself two questions. What am I afraid of? Or why is it difficult for me to ask for help? And what does it cost me not asking for help? And it was lovely to see you all. I'm happy to be back from my quite a long vacation. And I'll see you all around. Have a wonderful day and week ahead. Bye-bye.